Tonight, ex-copper Kerry Tolliday is hosting a dinner party for 4 guests who'll score her efforts at the end of the night. They'll each take turns to cook, with the top scorer winning £1,000 at the end of the week. Busy in the kitchen, Kerry still has to bread her scallop starter.
I think I'm going to go against my rule and actually weigh these breadcrumbs because...
Oh, not again!
If you put too many in there, they just go all pappy and horrible. 10 ounces, that's nowhere near enough.
Oh, did you get your maths wrong? There's a surprise. Kerry breads her scallops with not enough breadcrumbs and puts them in the oven, while the diners take a snoop round her house.
Oh, hello. WPC.
Do you reckon that's addressing us, or...?
No, I reckon she's a copper. That's
a proper...
How does a copper part her legs? Evening, no?
Oh, you're so childish. And you. Not you.
I was really quite surprised by Kerry's house. It's absolutely lovely. To be honest, I expected to be going to a council flat in Canvey. So this is quite a pleasant surprise. Look at the size of that.
What a bit of egg in. Look, there's probably a bit of egg in.
That could fit you, I reckon. That's as big as my head.
Look at him.
That'll keep me warm later.
36G. Jesus Christ, that's like Jordan
I think they're bigger than that.
Speaking of handfuls, Kerry plates up her starter of oven-baked scallops served with rocket and chili and garlic oil.
Do you like a bit of pink,
I
Kerry?
love a bit of pink.
Nothing.
Gorgeous. For you, my darling. I did it like special for
It's
you.
absolutely gorgeous, just like yourself.
Oh, thank you, darling, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's funny how now you think I'm a millionaire, you think I'm gorgeous. Because you ain't flirted with me all week.
I've noticed on your wall you've got like a police training camp, and I noticed in your wardrobe that you had a copper's helmet.
And I noticed that the surname of one of those police people was very similar to yours.
I used to be a police officer.
You used to be a police officer.
Yeah.
I could imagine you being a police officer because you're such a fun, vivacious type of
Do you know what? That's exactly what I wanted to do this week, because I know you're not very fond of my friends.
I'm not very fond of coppers, but you are actually gorgeous.
But do you know...
I love coppers for life.
I was slightly surprised. She has the most foulest language that I know of any woman.
I thought it might be quite humorous for Scott to find out that I was a police officer, but...
And why is that?
Why me?
Because as you walked in Adam's house, the first thing you said is, excuse me, I mustn't slag off the police. And I laughed. And I thought, I'm just going to keep this little gem to myself.
I really do like police officers. They're my most favourite people. I think they do an absolutely splendid job for the country. And I'd like to say my hat's off to every policeman that has ever nicked me in my lifetime.
I'm not driving home tonight, officer.
One of the first times I've had scallops now. Absolutely gorgeous.
Go on, grab your arm.
The starter I thought was absolutely excellent. I love the scallops. I really did like that, and I would have liked a bit of bread just to mop up the sauce with, because I enjoyed the sauce as well.
I'm really quite annoyed that Kerry's starter was good.
That's not very sporting of you, Colin.
I was really impressed, to the point where I definitely thought that someone else had cooked it in a restaurant, because it was restaurant-quality food.
But she didn't have seconds for anybody, so that could work in my favour.
Oh, we're all a bit competitive tonight.
There is only one winner in this competition, and it's me. I feel a bit mean, really, because I do quite like them, and I did suggest at the beginning of the week that because we got on so well that we should split the winnings 5 ways, whoever wins. Now I feel a bit mean because, you know, I'm going to have to keep it all for myself.
You've still got 2 courses to go yet, and you might have to give Lee the chef some of the money for rolling the meat. Kerry pan-fries her sliced pork belly and the bubble and squeak before making the gravy.
I was really disappointed with Colin's gravy last night. It was just like dishwater, really, and everybody loves thick mummy's gravy. So that's what I'm going to be dishing up tonight, a real thick, rich gravy.
So here it is, stuffed belly of pork, rolled by Lee, the local pub chef, with bubble and squeak, rolled by Kerry.
Do you want to stuff in...
So what's you make your stuffing out of, darling?
Apricots and chicken liver and chicken liver.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me that.
And only a little bit.
Kerry decided to tell me before I started eating my dinner that there was chicken liver in the stuffing, and she would have been better off telling me that at the end, because that kind of sort of like ruined the meal for me, to be honest.
Kerry's main course wasn't my cup of tea because I don't eat roast pork, but I thought the bubble and squeak and the veg were lovely.
So how did you cook your belly?
Braised in cider and water and garlic, and then take it out, stuff it, put it in the fridge for as long as you can. Very hard work.
To do that in a day and to get it to set, very, very hard.
Yeah.
I know how you're feeling.
Yeah. Are you questioning whether I cooked your dinner or not, Scott?
No.
Oh, good.
I'm not doubting her capabilities, but it was absolutely gorgeous. It's sort of like a bit rather what a chef would put on a plate. It's a no people.
Scott moves on to another subject close to his heart, women's underwear.
And we found some bras, and basically, if you put them side by side, put it over your head, they're basically the same size.
I can get both my children standing side by side and slip a bra on their head.
And how do the kids feel about that?
Why do you, there's a big old padded bra up there. Do you need any padding?
It's a science, a bra, keeping this up. I'll show you all about it later, yeah? We'll have a little fashion show. Nicolina!
Well, it isn't a bra show, but it is entertainment. Though I don't think it's quite what Adam's hoping for.
Basically, I don't know how much Kerry said about me, but I am a psychic medium. What we're going to be doing tonight, I'm really excited, actually, because I've only been here a little while, but I already had a little boy greet me as I walked in, love him.
I don't really believe in what psychics do. I think it's a crock of crap.
Not exactly getting into the spirit of things.
This is an electromagnetic field operator, and when they create the energy, when they manifest, this should pick it up. If you put that near an electrical source, it should bleep.
There's no bleeping going on here.
There's a definite child playing energy. If you must lose your glasses, your keys,
Yes.
your TV remote.
Yes.
You just think, where did I leave it? Because I'm getting that sense of that. Makes sense for you?
Oh, found him.
I don't think Kerry's house is haunted. I think it's an old building, creaks and cracks, and wind is wonders for slamming doors and making noises. So, yeah, I haven't seen any evidence of it.
All this one is, it's a laser thermometer. It's really weird how it works. It's attuned to me, but I'm sure that you may be able to feel the energy. Do you feel a pull on it? It's like a weird pull on it, like someone's swinging it or pulling it.
No, a little, but I think it's me.
That light is swinging.
Right, OK.
It's the middle one, and the one two up to the left is just swinging really, really bad. Them lights are a little bit weird. When she was in the room and the lights started to flicker and stuff like that. I don't know. You don't know whether to believe things like that.
I do.
This does feel like it's pulling ever so slightly forward.
I think it's probably trying to tell you it's time for dessert. As the ghost hasn't finished the cooking, Kerry adds the fruit mixture to the tarts, places the tops on and bakes.
The psychic medium, for my entertainment, I think has gone down very, very well.
Well, she
I
hasn't.
was watching the guests and they seemed to be thoroughly enjoying what she was talking about and was very interested in it.
They look thoroughly bored to me.
What did you think of that machine you had? That didn't seem to do much at all.
And that's because it was broken.
Was it?
I think as soon as someone lifted it up against something, it buzzed because it loosened up.
So it's probably more of a sensor or something.
I just think it was more...
A very sensitive sensor.
I just think it was a load of old tosh.
Well, Adam, hopefully you won't think the dessert is a load of old tosh. Here it is, a trio of fruity tarts with custard.
Did you make that custard yourself?
Unfortunately, darling, I'm not a great lover of pastries and that because it's a bit delicate on my little belly. I'm trying to keep my figure down a little bit.
Your figure?
Something else.
Have you got any ice cream at all, darling?
Yeah, that'll do
I
it.
love that one.
I won't mark your score down.
Yeah, it's nice anyway, all right? Take it from me. I don't want him to go home hungry, so this will make him laugh, I think. And there might be something on the plate that might float his boat, you never know. Normally, though, I would shout and say, eat it, and you're not getting up until you're finished. But I'll let him off tonight.
Only because you want the £1,000.
Thank you ever so... Oh.
Mummy did it special for you.
Back to the funny voices, I see.
Absolutely. That looks absolutely delightful.
I ran out of mint chocolate chip.
Kerry, would you like to have a lick of my lolly?
It was a lollipop or a fish finger, that's all I had in there.
Did you make this custard yourself?
I did make this custard myself.
Can you explain to me what's in it before I eat it then?
Cream, milk, egg yolks, vanilla pods, caster sugar. That's it.
Anyone else want to question her skills?
How did you make your pastry, Kerry?
Oh, Adam!
Half-fat flour. I always use butter. And that's the best short crust pastry in the world, I think. Don't you? You always look at me really suspiciously. What do you put in your short crust pastry?
It's because you've been very good tonight, and I just want to...
Have you had any outside?
I want to be sure.
Have you had any outside help today?
Do you want to know what outside help... I will be very honest, because I'll never lie. The help I had was Lee came over, he's the chef, and helped me wrap my meat. That's the help I had, because if it isn't wrapped tight enough, it will just pop open, and I was worried about that.
Really tight and
Yeah.
twisty ends, don't
Yeah.
you? You keep twisting,
Yeah.
twisting, twisting. Don't you?
And that's what Lee did for me today.
That's good enough for me.
Oh, the brownie.
The chocolate lolly looks very professional. That
Tell you
could
what,
almost
you
be
made some.
branded and put in a shop, I think.
Kerry's dessert, unfortunately, wasn't my cup of tea because I'm not over keen on pastry.
Kerry's dessert this evening was not really my cup of tea.
Don't tell me you don't like pastry.
Not a great lover of pastry.
Knew it.
I'm giving her an 8 because I loved her entertainment, her hosting skills, and although I didn't enjoy her pork or her pastry on her tarts, I think her food was a fantastic standard.
I had a beautiful evening till this evening. Oh, shut up.
I'm going to give her a 7.
I've had a thoroughly enjoyable evening.
Generally had a bit of a laugh and a lovely chit chat, and tonight I'm going to give Kerry a 7.
That'll be an 8 then. So the guests didn't mind a little bit of help, and Kerry takes the lead with 30 points, with just Scott left to cook.
Kerry done a lovely bit of pork belly tonight, but I don't think it's going to be as nice as mine, because mine is very, very much inspired by my local chef.
Coming up next time, too much information from Scott.
It's had a bit of action, like I say, there's a few extra bubbles made in there.
Too little appreciation from Colin.
It looked like someone had thrown up in a plate and thrown it in front of me.
And just the right amount of cash for the winner.
Ta-da!